welcome to Living Plant-Based with Rosie. So today we're going to be making some healthy, delicious oatmeal cookies, all natural oatmeal cookies. And they're really easy to make, and usually we have a lot of these ingredients at home already. So this is what you're going to need. You're going to need 3 cups of quick oats. You're going to need, I think it's about 3/4 of a cup of all natural applesauce, organic applesauce. And I usually buy this one at Sam's Club. And I use it for the oatmeal cookies for my husband. And you're going to need a 1/4 cup of cashews, and you're going to soak them in 1 cup of water for 4 hours. You're going to get some flax seeds, a 1/4 cup of flax seeds, and you're going to soak them in water for a couple hours as well, for about 2 hours. And they're going to release. Once they're soaked for 2 hours, you're going to put them in a strainer. And the flax seeds are going to release this gooey stuff right here, because the flax seeds, once you introduce them to water, they turn into this gooey little sticky stuff. And you're going to get this white stuff that is going to simulate egg white. So we're going to use that to bind our cookies with. Now, another way you could do this, you could get the, if you want to do it quicker, you could get the 1/4 cup of flax seeds in 1 cup of water and slowly simmer them over heat in the stove. And in about a few minutes, you'll have this gooey stuff. They'll be all gooey, and you can go ahead and strain them and get your so-called egg white out of there, egg white substitute. So this is a natural way of doing it. You're going to need a little bit less than half a cup of raisins, and this is only if you like them, and less than half a cup of dried cranberries. And so those are the main ingredients. It's just 6. You're going to need a pinch of salt, a teaspoon of, about half a teaspoon of baking powder. No, I'm sorry, baking soda. I don't have baking powder. If you have baking powder, you're going to add baking powder. And a pinch of cinnamon, about half a teaspoon of cinnamon powder. And that's it. So let's get started. We are going to make our cashew milk for the recipe. So you're going to put your cashews and the water in your NutriBullet or your blender. So they're kind of soft. So we're going to make a cashew milk out of this. And while this is blending and I make my cashew milk, I'm going to start combining my ingredients in the bowl. At this point, we have our cashew milk right there, and we're going to put our cashew milk in here. This is so delicious. Now, what you guys could do if you want, because the applesauce is organic, since it's organic and all natural, it doesn't have a lot of sweetness in it. So what you guys could do is you could basically, I'm going to add the white gooey, see how it looks like egg white, gooey stuff from the flax seeds, and that's going to help combine the whole thing together. Like I was saying, you guys could get a little bit of dates and soak them in water for a while, or warm water if you need them right away, and blend them, and that's going to give it extra sweetness. In my case, I put the pinch of salt, so the sweetness of the applesauce could come out, and I'm adding the dry fruit to give it the extra sweetness. But either way, if you don't add the dry fruit, you could add the date mixture. And as you can see, it's already, it's a sticky little consistency with the oatmeal. And now we're going to add our dry fruit. I'm gonna bring you guys over to the stove. I'm gonna mix this in, bring you over to the stove, and we're gonna put it in our cookie sheets. I tasted the batter, and it's really delicious, but it's not sweet enough for my husband's taste. Since he's gonna be eating most of these, I need to sweeten it up a little bit more. So what I did, I put some hot water in the cup where the applesauce was. I didn't bother rinsing or washing the cup with that I used for the cashew milk. Oh, by the way, you don't have to use cashew milk. You can use almond milk if you have almonds as well. So I'm going to put a little bit of dates in there, and I'm going to make this a little sweeter because I think it needs to be sweeter for him. So I'm just going to put a couple of dates in there. Let me see. I hope I didn't... Actually, my consistency is really good and pasty, so I don't want too much water. Let me pour some of that water out, but I really need that sweetness from the dates. So less water and more dates to make it sweet. So I would say you guys could add about a 1/4 cup, like half a cup of dates, or maybe even half a cup of dates. Let's put a little bit more. Well, yeah, probably. I would say half a cup of dates. Soak them in warm water so they could get soft. In this case, I didn't have time to soak them, but I'm going to go ahead and blend them in some warm water. And then we're going to put it in the mix. Okay, so we're over at the stove, and I already went ahead and I mixed the dates with the warm water, and it came out like a paste, exactly the way I wanted. I forgot to mention, you guys, make sure they're pitted dates. Make sure you take the pit out because you don't want those pits breaking your blades. And you're gonna also preheat your oven, and I forgot to mention earlier, at 375 degrees. So let's go ahead and add actually this is a good idea that we're by the stove. You see, because I want you guys to see the batter. So that's what it looks like right now. And like I said, and this is a paste. And I call it date honey because it's a substitute for honey. If you are vegan and you don't want to eat honey, this is a great alternative to make your own. And I have another channel called Living Raw with Rosie because I mostly eat raw. And I use this in a lot of my desserts and a lot of my recipes. So once that's in there, and you want to make sure you get the extra paste that you have on the blade as well. So this should make it really sweet for him, I'm hoping. Sweet enough. My husband has a really good sweet tooth, and he likes his things sweeter than I usually do. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use this other spoon to mix it in there because now it's a little bit hard. So actually the paste works even better because it's giving it a better consistency. Oh yeah, that's very, very good. You guys could hear how mushy it is. So that's perfect. So just like that, now we're going to drop our cookies. Get this out of the way. So you're going to need a cookie a pan, and you could put your silicone pad in there, or you could use parchment paper as well. And I'm going to measure about, I would say about a spoonful like this for each cookie. Get the spatula, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to shape them like this. So it depends how big you want them. You can make them smaller or larger. Now I'm probably with this much batter, oatmeal batter, I'll probably end up using 2 sheets. So that's about the size I'm going to make them. And I'll be back when they're all... Okay guys, so this recipe actually made 17 cookies. So this is the size right there that I made. So this one large cookie sheet has 12 of them there. And then I put the rest on the other cookie sheet. So yeah, it made 17 cookies, and I'm going to, I wanted to let you guys know that the flax seeds, what you do with, don't think that I'm wasting all these flax seeds. As you can see, still dripping, the little gook is dripping right there. The egg white substitute. I'm going to refrigerate this, and what I do with this, I use it in our breakfast and smoothies. I blend it in our smoothies, and I use it in my fruit bowls, in my breakfast bowls. So I refrigerate it in a little glass jar, and then I get some and I blend them to put them in my breakfast and my smoothies as well. So that's not going to go to waste. So my oven is preheated at 375. I'm going to go ahead and put these in between 25 and 30 minutes. So you're going to check up on them at 25 minutes. And if they still need to cook a little bit more, then you leave them in 5 minutes more. So I'll be back with the finished product. All right, so they're all done. So 25 minutes later, after the timer went off, I kind of left them a little bit longer, which I shouldn't have. Make sure you guys leave them no more than 25 minutes, maybe even less. Because the ones at the bottom rack actually got brown at the bottom. So, and they kind of burnt at the ends like that. So you don't want them like this. What you want them is like this. You want them nice and white at the bottom, and you want the cookie to look exactly like this. So my husband already had a couple, and I tried one. It was so delicious, you guys. So this is what you want them. You want them exactly like this, nice and moist. So when you cut them like this, they're really, really moist and soft and chewy. So that's what you want for the cookie. These are so good. Now they're not super sweet, and they're not full of the sugary ones that you usually buy at the store. Now remember, these are very healthy, delicious, great alternative to the regular oatmeal cookies, because there is no sugars in here. It's all natural fruit that's you're sweetening them up with, and dry organic fruit as well. So I get my organic raisins at Sam's Club or Sam's, I believe, one of those. I get my organic applesauce from Sam's Club as well. I buy my organic oats that you guys already seen in other videos that I purchased. My organic dates, I get them at my local health store here. And yeah, everything is organic and everything is 100% plant-based. So it's all natural and it's healthy, so there's no sugars added, there's no dairy, there's no eggs, there is no fats, oils added, or butter. So this is a great healthy oatmeal cookie that you guys could try to make every time you're craving oatmeals. You could also chop up a little bit of walnuts and put them in there as well if you like yours with nuts. You could put more or less dry fruit. I think I put pretty much of the dry fruit in there, enough to have some in all the cookies. So yeah, I hope you guys like this recipe. If you want to try it and you like it, please give me a thumbs up, like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and you could also follow me on Facebook, Living Plant-Based with Rosie. And I also have another YouTube channel and another Facebook page called Living Raw with Rosie, because I do mostly eat raw myself, and my husband eats more of raw mixed with cooked meals too. I eat cooked meals once in a while as well. But yeah, my main channel is Living Raw with Rosie, and you can follow me there, or you can follow me on this one as well, or both. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate your support, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.